Hello and welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada for the final. We have the 12 remaining trucks you saw in Freestyle Part 1 here to see who can take a win in Freestyle Part 2. If you haven't watched Part 1 yet, I highly recommend doing so, as we have several over there. So, at the end of this video, you will of course be able to vote for which of the 4 trucks you saw Freestyle. Let's move on to the first truck of Part 2. Up first for Part 2 of Freestyle, we have the BeamNG. We have the Beam Monsters Nomad. We had the Beam Monsters Super Duty here for racing, but it looks like they brought out the Nomad for Freestyle. Getting started off with some big air on the backside of that racing lane. The Beam Monsters Nomad definitely gonna get us started off here. Being on a CRC chassis, it should take some hits that a CRD chassis probably wouldn't be able to take. Despite being heavier, it's still getting massive air off these jumps here. Landing right on top of that bus. Truck still seems to be fine, as you can see. Little minor body damage from earlier in the run. Gonna go back for the buses, up and over, lands on the other one. Grabbing the bus, grabbed the action, kind of pulled him down. Truck still seems to be in completely working order. Some donuts here by the Beam Monsters Nomad. Getting a slap wheelie off that shipping container, up over the ramps. Getting a little squirrely here, lining it back on all 4 tires. Again, only some minor cosmetic damage to the body. This truck's still holding up very well, getting some nice air as well off a lot of these jumps. Going up over the bus, landing it down hard on that center ramp. Looks like one of the 4 links might have broken as the truck rolls it over, tumbles around. Manages to stay on all 4 wheels though. Very impressive save there. Heading back for the buses yet again. Will they clear it this time? Yeah, they got pretty close. One of the wheels is broken. Spins the truck around. Will land it back on all 4 tires. Does a bit of a bicycle here. Spins the truck around through 2 different sides of the wheels. Doesn't do a backflip. Up they go. Nice rotation. Bouncing it off, and there goes the rear wheel. And it looks like that is the end of the run here for the Beam Monsters Nomad. Up next in our lineup, we have the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Another freestyle winner, this time from the BMX Fairground. Let's see what this truck has here for us today in Nevada. Going a little sideways off that first jump, bouncing around. Still manages to stay on all 4 tires. Jumping over the shipping container. Going over the fuel trailer now. Clears the whole obstacle. Going right up over that center ramp. Top wheels just touching the top of the ramp. A nice little spin move there. There goes the front clip right off of that shipping container. Coming back around, getting some big air off the racing lane, sending it across the stadium into the box van, getting sent around once again, breaking a tire rod. And over the truck goes. Looks like that's going to be an unfortunate early into the run here for Hot Wheels Firestorm. Up next in our lineup, we have Titan, our most recent entry here into the finals. They won Freestyle in Houston, so let's see what this truck has here for us in Las Vegas. Getting started up here, coming down Thunder Alley just a little. Showing off that very beautiful black body here. Going to go into the fountain maybe for a little photo opportunity, it seems. Looks like they're going to try to climb up it, can't quite do it. Gets thrown off to the side, and I believe that will start the clock for Titan. Gonna get turned around here, up over that shipping container, landing it down on a slap wheelie. Not quite going for a backflip early on, it seems. Very good choices we have seen throughout the season. Early backflips tend to just end the runs early. A lot of power being put down to the wheels, so the truck's getting a bit of a lot of power, some pretty good air. Bouncing around quite a lot though. Bounces off that center ramp, spins the truck around, over onto the front wheels, can't quite get it, and rolls it onto the roof, ending the run early. If it wasn't for the front of the chassis, I'm sure the truck could have been able to get back on the two front wheels and get traction, but unfortunately, not quite. Up next, we have Bigfoot Military. From the 4th of July event, this was our racing winner over there. They did alright in racing, but let's see what this truck has for us in Freestyle. Coming up onto the racing lane, it seems. Going to try to start us off with a little bit of a two-wheel, not quite. Does get it into a bit of a power wheelie coming off of the ramp. Going right up over that center ramp, some nice air, bit of a bounce. Almost a little slap wheelie out of it too. Going for this fuel container up into the air, almost lands on the safety wall. Lands on the back flip, almost rolls it over. Being very careful to get off that, not end the run early. Going across that obstacle, going over some of the crushed cars, crossing it over even more. Crawling right up over one of our buses here. A little slap wheelie there. Rear wheel getting kicked up into the air. Into a moonwalk for Bigfoot. A very nice move there by one of the classic trucks. And now for another classic move, a donut. Nice moves there by Bigfoot as they come back around. Goes off the side of that bus ramp. Truck gets absolutely launched and onto the roof. Sides of the tires, they might be able to make it, not quite. The truck comes to rest on the roof. It seems that will be the end here for Bigfoot. Up next, coming out of Thunder Alley, it is the first one to come onto the roster. It's Megalodon. Megalodon was your racing winner at Animal Anarchy, and thus the first one to get a spot here for the finals. Crawling over that van to start off the run, starting off nice and simple. Going for the tabletop, some big air, clearing the whole obstacle. Going for the shipping container now. Crawls right up over it. Up over the fuel container, gets kicked onto part of the safety wall. Doesn't seem to affect the truck too much. Doing a little sideways off the box van, rolls it on the one wheel, and will land it down. Very nice. Get some big air, lands right on top of a bus. That'll kick him right off. He does still have a little traction though. Spins the truck around, flips it, and ends up in the stands. Very, very interesting run here for Megalodon. However, I think that will unfortunately put an end here for Megalodon, as it seems part of the stands are able to be moved through. Up next, we have Holman's Beast. They put down quite an impressive freestyle run at Soldier Field, so let's see what this truck has for us here at Sam Boyd Stadium. Oh, they're going back into Thunder Alley. Coming back out of it, going right for this center ramp here. Doesn't quite get off it very good. Does bounce around quite a lot. Will manage to stay on four wheels though. Almost falls off the tabletop there. Going for the racing lane, up they go. Crossing it right over one of our buses. Over some crushed cars in the shipping container. Some nice air, combos it up into a sky wheelie. Lands it hard on the tailgate. Truck still seems to be working just as intended. And some donuts now from Holman's Beast. Some nice donuts by Holman's Beast going over that van. Coming back for the tabletop, clears the obstacle. That's a little bounce, goes for the shipping container. Up they go, another massive sky wheelie. Ended right on the roll cage. Nothing seems to be broken on the truck just yet. Lines it back up to go back the way he came. Oh, not quite. Cross threads it across that obstacle, goes for the bus now. Goes in reverse over the bus, slams it down hard on one of the wheels. I think he broke steering in that left rear. He's going to keep going for the backflip here. Up he goes. Lands it down hard on the front wheels, but the truck still seems to be fine other than that broken rear wheel. That wheel's just kicking him around now. Truck still driving pretty much fine. Oh, the wheel got under him. That'll roll him over. And it looks like he might be able to save it. Oh, not quite. Rather impressive run here by Holman's Beast. However, that wheel just kind of got under him under the landing. And he would have continued to have a pretty good run. Up next in our lineup, it's Hellcat. The racing winner from Boneyard Bash 2. They had some pretty good competition during the race. Let's see what this cat can do for freestyle. Gonna go up the center ramp here. Some huge air off a Hellcat. Get a little tap to the van there as they go in reverse for the racing lane. Up they go. Bouncing it down into a moonwalk. Stuffing their tire into the van. And it seems Hellcat might have gotten stuck on that van. I think the same situation happened to Medusa last year, where they just got stuck on the van. We will pause the clock here for Hellcat, though. Seems like they are stuck here on this van here. If they are able to get off, they definitely won't be in any good condition afterwards. Yeah, looks like that van's got a pretty good hold on Hellcat here. They might have just merged into each other. Yeah, I don't think Hellcat's going to make it off of this. I think this might just be the end of the run here for Hellcat, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, the engine shut off, so it looks like that's going to be the end here for Hellcat. Coming up next out of Thunder Alley, we have Earthshaker. And you might notice that we kind of just left Hellcat out on the field. We're not getting them off anytime soon, but the show must go on. Also, they might add a decent obstacle. Although Earthshaker doesn't seem to mind as they get a nice slap wheelie off the van, goes end over the tabletop. Manages to get back on all four wheels. Nice air over that racing lane. Almost runs into Hellcat. Kind of scoots around him over the box van, almost getting stuck himself. I think the van grabbed him, spins this dump truck around. He still's got traction though and some momentum going. Can he bring it back on all four of those tires? Yes, he does. Very impressive save by Earthshaker. Although the bed's gone, doesn't seem to mind those. He jumps over the bus, gets stuck onto those two front wheels. Nice little jump over the van. Nice air, gets sent a little sideways, slams right into the shipping container. I think they might have just broken one of the front wheels. It goes a little backflip up over and into the Thunder Alley. Probably going to have to Austin Powers their way out of this situation. Oh yeah, one of the front wheels is definitely broken. And it looks like they might have gotten stuck on the concrete barrier. We're definitely not going to be able to leave them there. Oh, looks like they might have gotten freed. A little bit of time being wasted here, although Earthshaker does get free. Pulls out a little bit of a power wheelie up over the ramp. Spins it around, almost pops it into a moonwalk. I don't know if that would even be a moonwalk. It's like breakdancing and going into a moonwalk there. Doesn't even matter. Cross-threading across all these obstacles here. And I don't think he'll be able to save it from here. Right onto the wheels. A very interesting run here by Earthshaker. But we still have a few more trucks before we can decide on a freestyle winner. Up next, we have Monster Mutt. This time on the old Mercury body rather than the updated 3D body. Going to start off by hitting that ramp from the tabletop. I don't think we've seen anyone do that quite yet. Goes up over the van. I think they clipped the front tire on one of the... Oh yeah, there they go. There goes the wheel that was broken. I don't know if that's gonna hurt or help Monster Mutt. Well, we hurt him a bit because now they're missing a wheel to turn. Although now that the wheel won't be turning against them, might make turning slightly easier. You can see that Mercury body is definitely showing off some of the breakage it has. Hits the bus van, goes right into a sky wheel. He bounces hard on the rear suspension. Manages to stay on the three remaining wheels though. Puts it into reverse donut, and I think the front left wheel also broke too. Gets under him, and that's going to roll the truck over onto his side. An unfortunate early end here for Monster Mutt. Up next we have Son of a Mother. Coming at us from Meme Mayhem, this was your freestyle winner. Let's see what they have in freestyle. Starting us off over that big ramp right out of Thunder Alley. Bouncing off the center pond. Surprised running into the stone didn't break anything. Coming back around for the front of the ramp, gets some nice air, lands right in the sand pit. Almost gets his rear wheels kicked up a couple times. Loses the front clip and will roll it back onto two wheels, doing whatever he can to not be on four wheels, it seems, although it does get caught by the concrete barrier. See if he can get himself off of it. Yes, he will. Going in reverse over this big old shipping container jump. Getting himself spun back around. Back for the center ramp. Up he goes. Clears the obstacle. Gets some nice air over the buses. Lands on top of one of the buses though. Keeps on going over that box van. Goes for the backflip now. Up he goes. Corkscrews it around. Lands it down hard on the roll cage. Ends up on his sidewalls. I think he'll be able to save it from here. Oh, not quite. Almost saved it on those wheels there. He almost had it, but we still have just a couple more trucks here for Freestyle, so don't worry. Up next, it's the black and green wrecking machine, and although 2022 is over by the time I'm releasing this, we can still celebrate the 40th anniversary, right? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I recorded this in 2022 anyway. This will take a bit longer than I thought to come out, but hey, it is out anyway. Gravedigger parading around the stadium. Starting us off over that shipping container. And some nice air off that ramp. Almost gets rolled over by the buses. Immediately bringing the truck around. I think he wanted to turn a little bit tighter than he did. Cross threads over the bus. A little wheelie out of it. Gets kicked right off those buses onto a couple of the wheels. Gravedigger with some pretty good momentum going right along all this dirt here. Ooh, bouncing off the van there. Gravedigger putting it into reverse. Wasn't quite centered. Gets kicked between the racing lane and the center ramp. Kicks the rear axle hard against the bus stack. The truck still seems to be put together. I don't know how it's still intact. Some donuts now by Gravedigger. Very big donuts by the black and green wrecking machine. Going up over that center ramp. Some nice air. A little bit of a bounce yet again, just like Son of a Mother from earlier. Coming back up over the shipping container. Nice little bounce. Gets kicked around very quickly there. The G-force in there must have been insane. Loses a little bit of momentum trying to line up themselves for this obstacle here. Almost got a bit of a stoppie off that lane. Lost a bit of momentum there, trying to figure out what to do next. Goes right up over that tabletop, clears the whole thing. Back for the shipping container. Gets kicked up a little bit. For the backflip ramp now, up he goes, spins it around. Pretty good landing. Almost puts it in a moonwalk. Gives a little tap there to Hellcat as the run ends for Gravedigger. And finally, for Freestyle, we have Max D. If you didn't see racing, you know what Max D did. But I'll probably tell you anyway at some point. Max D is your racing winner, so let's see if they can get a Freestyle win as well to finish off this competition. Trying to get it started off with a bicycle, doesn't quite get it. Goes up over the center ramp. Some nice air off of that. Swinging the truck back around up over the racing lane onto a bus. Gotta get the truck stopped before running into that wall. Hits it in reverse, goes on the sidewalls as he puts it in reverse, spins the truck around, manages to bring it back on all fours. Nice air over the van. Going for the fuel container. Gets kicked around off to the side. A little bit of an awkward landing. Manages to stick it on all fours though. Going for this center ramp. Some nice air over it. Almost goes into a stoppie here. Puts it into a stoppie and right into a moonwalk. Very impressive moves by Max D. Slamming into the rear wall. That broke his rear tire. Spinning the truck around, will he be able to bring it back on all four wheels? He might just be able to. Yes, he does. That rear wheel is going to be a little bit of a hindrance, though, for Max D. Doesn't seem to matter as he swings the truck around. Almost tries to do some donuts, gets stuck on the ramp, spins the truck around some more on the sidewalls. Very interesting moves here by Max D. That rear wheel's definitely giving him some trouble. Although this Willman Mentz chassis seems to be able to take whatever this truck's been able to throw at it. Goes into a bit of a backflip and corkscrew here. And is a swing the truck all the way around. It's still going. I don't know how. Goes over that first ramp. Rear wheel clips on the center ramp there. There goes the front wheel. There goes the front axle in its entirety. I think both front shocks are broken. This truly is some maximum destruction here on the track today. And over the truck goes. That will be the end of the run here for Max D. And although the truck is now back on all of its remaining wheels, that would have been an end to the run in real life. But a very impressive and very destructive run here by Max D. However, we have one thing to go before we can conclude freestyle. And of course, although who's to say we can't celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gravedigger Snow? So what we've done is we've gathered 6 different Gravedigger trucks, and we're going to have ourselves an encore here. I won't be doing that much commentary for this, so that way you may be able to watch this encore on your own. And of course we have the Red Climber Gravedigger going about. Looks like it's stopping here in the racing lane, but anyway, I will see you next season, and make sure to vote for the 24 Freestyle is the Freestyle winner. I'll see you again soon.